what do you like about Brisbane as a city? Like, we love Brisbane, and we didn't really know it when we moved here. We hadn't actually visited Brisbane when we moved to Brisbane. We'd driven through it while on a road trip, and we'd done the Gold Coast and we'd done the Sunshine Coast, and we drove right through Brisbane, and we explored a lot of other different cities. And when we came to kind of planning where to move, so much stood out for Brisbane, and we just liked it for kind of the weather, the house prices, the laid-back lifestyle, and so many different things, as well as work opportunities for us. What is it you love about the city?
Well, I guess I love all the things that you've just mentioned. I mean, I was born and bred, as they say, in Brisbane. So I've lived here my whole life. I'm almost 43 in a few weeks. So I've lived here for 43 years, and I've travelled the world, and I still like to call Brisbane home. And the reason I like it is just like what Karen just said is, you know, it is a big city. Brisbane is a big city, but nothing compared to Sydney or Melbourne. People say, kind of joke, it's like a country town. It's certainly not a country town. It is a big city, but it's not as busy as Melbourne, not as crowded as Melbourne and Sydney, I guess I'm talking about here. But for me, it's definitely the weather and the lifestyle. You know, I've got a jumper on at the moment. You know, it's winter, but you know, it's really not that cold. It is really warm all year round in Brisbane. We have this wonderful outdoor lifestyle in Brisbane, which I love. You know, we have our meals on your back deck. You have your friends over for a barbecue outside. You go for a swim in the pool. You go to have a picnic at the park. You walk on the beach. They're all the things that I love of Brisbane, the outdoor lifestyle all year round.
I was going to say, you don't have to stop it in winter, do you? I mean, we have stopped going in our swimming pool now. We haven't got a heated pool, so it's a little bit too cold for that at the moment. But we were at the beach the other day in the ocean. The ocean's still pretty warm at this time of year. It's warmer now in winter than it is in the UK in the ocean in peak summertime. So, like, we still have barbecues outside all the time now at this time of year, whereas again in England we'd probably maybe manage about 5 barbecues a year because the weather was never really that good. And how many cities have a lagoon in the city, like an actual riverside lagoon with like man-made beach and tropical kind of flowers, and
it's free
and it's just amazing. I know that Brisbane itself isn't actually on a beach, but they've done the best that they can with the city by putting that man-made lagoon there. So South Bank, I think, is fantastic. And it's, I think, coming from the UK where you've got really busy built-up cities that are just really dense and really huge, to me Brisbane just kind of feels like a breath of fresh air. It's like a big open city. It's clean, it's modern, it's relaxed. There's so much space, and even in the city you've got all these parks and playgrounds and cycle tracks, and it's I've lost you in a minute. Hang on, I've got you back. It's got a really lovely vibe to it that is just so chilled out. And we spent time when we were traveling in lots of other cities, as I'm sure you've been around Australia lots of times to lots of different places, but Brisbane's our favourite city for sure in Australia. It's got that kind of laid back buzz that we just love about it.
Yes,